And we're back. And we're back for those of you who are watching. I was trying to get us outside, and unfortunately, I realized that my iPad does not have internet access in the great outdoors. So, for those of you who are tuning in, thank you so much. Today's workout is going to be a series of 6 exercises. We're going to be cycling through them, 30 seconds on, 30 seconds off. It's going to be great. We're going to get our heart rate up. We're going to burn some fat. Are you guys ready? All right, we're going to start off with a nice little warm-up. First thing we're going to do is crocodile breathing. So we're going to go ahead and take our forehead, put it on our hands, and just going to breathe into the stomach and out through the mouth. In through the stomach and out through the mouth. In through the stomach, out through the mouth. Into the stomach. This is the last one. And out through the mouth. All right. Next thing we're gonna do is we're gonna go half kneeling hip flexor stretch. We're gonna push our hips forward, and we're just gonna go ahead and bring that hand up and over. We're gonna stretch out. Gonna hold this for about 30 seconds. Staying tall, pushing the hips forward. Should feel a pretty good stretch in the hip. All right, let's go ahead and switch sides. Again, if you have a pad to put your knee on, go ahead and do so. Otherwise, this can be brutal on your knee. Pushing the hips forward, feeling that stretch on the front of the hip. And keep holding, breathing into the stomach, out through the breath, deep breaths, and time. All right, next thing we're gonna do, we're gonna lay on our sides. We're gonna go leg up and down, straight leg. We're gonna do this about 10 times, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Again, we're just in the warm-up phase. We're not to our actual workout yet. We're gonna face the other way this time. And leg up and down. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now we're gonna go to our back for glute bridge. We're gonna go both legs on the ground. Just gonna drive the hips up and down. Hold for a count of 2 at the top. 1, 2, and 3. 1, 2, 4. 1, 2, and 5, 1, 2, and 6, 1, 2, and 7, 1, 2, 8, and 9, and 10. All right, now we're gonna flip it around for downward dog, upward dog, and I am wearing socks, and it is actually slipping, so I'm gonna use this towel here. All right. Stretch out the calves, stretch out the abs, hips in the air, heels towards the ground, stretch out the calves, stretch out the abs. Stretch out your calves, stretch out your abs. We're going to just do a couple more of these. And back up, hips back up. And chest up. All right. Next, we're gonna do spider lunge. So we're gonna go 1 foot in front of the hand, both hands on the ground, and we're gonna rotate towards that front foot. And then we're gonna go ahead and switch sides. Hand's gonna be next to the pinky. Of course, I'm kind of in front of the camera there. You can't really see me. I'm actually gonna move. There we go. I'm gonna do a couple of more of these. And rotate. You're gonna use the core to rotate. All right. Next, what we're gonna do is deep squat or body weight squat. You're gonna push this back and squat low. Here we go. And one more. Good. All right, now lateral lunges. I think I might have to take these socks off. That's gonna have to happen. I'm too slippery right now. All right. Feet wide. Just gonna lateral lunge, hips back, chest and body come down. You're gonna act like you're squatting on one leg. Number 3 and 4. Feet are gonna be as wide as you can go. And 5 and 6. All right. Should have felt that in the glute, a little bit on the side of the thigh. Now, what we're gonna do here is one leg deadlift or stagger stance. So stagger stance, other foot is on fact, the back leg is in fact on the ground. Hips back, stand up, hips all the way through, and then we switch sides. Of course, we'll do the other side. If you need a crutch, you can reach for something so you don't fall over. Don't put yourself in a position where you are going to fall over. That would be horrible. All right, one leg deadlift. I'm gonna do the full version. One leg's on the ground. We're gonna go ahead and reach above our heads and hips through. Leg back, reach above the heads and leg through. 3, 4, 5, and 6. All right, we're gonna switch sides here. And 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. A couple more. Again, the back leg comes up. You're gonna swallow it or follow it back. You're gonna lead with your hips though, as you go to stand up. So from this position, lead with the hips, push the hips through. If you need to crutch a little bit and put the other leg on the ground, that is okay. Last thing we're gonna do, arm circles. And backwards. Nice big circles, getting those, everything moving here. All right. All right. Now we have, I'm actually gonna put the camera down a little bit. There we go. We have 6 exercises to get through today. We're gonna cycle through all of them one by one until we get all 6 done. We're gonna go 30 seconds of work, 30 seconds of rest. However, if you get to that point where you're already done with your rest and you wanna start early, that's completely okay. You're more than welcome to do that. I wanna make sure that I'm catering to just about everybody. So if you need that full 30 seconds of break, take it. If you feel like you don't need to take it. Also, if you don't have all the equipment that we're gonna use, which today is primarily gonna be body weight, if you have a dumbbell, I think I have a kettlebell set up in this workout at the end, and a band exercise. If you don't have those, we're gonna show an alternative that you can do at home. All right, the exercises are, we have burpee or squat thrust. So hands down, feet back, feet up, squat thrust. The burpee would be with the jump. So only jump if you don't have any knee issues or anything like that. If you do have any sort of knee or shoulder issue, you can in fact modify by stepping in and out. Or if you have something stable, if you have a bench or something like that stable, you can always put your hands on it, feet back, feet up, stand up. So if you have something to elevate, don't do that on a stool. That was just for demonstration purposes. Do that on if you have like a regular gym bench or something of the sort at home that's sturdy. Don't do anything that will get you hurt. Next one's gonna be speed squat. So squatting as fast as you can, or drop squat, or if you're feeling saucy today, jump squat. So that's number 2. Number 3 is gonna be super plank. Super plank, we're gonna have a couple choices here. You can just hold the plank. You can plank tap the shoulders. So I'll show it that this way, tap the shoulders. Or lastly is gonna be super plank. So elbow, hand, down, down. Hand, down, down. And any of those you can modify by going from your knees. Speed skater is number 4, side to side, or shuffle for those of us that shouldn't do a jump. Band jacks. Band jacks is going to be with the band and jumping in and out. If you don't have that, feel free to do the foot in and out. And then the last one, if you have a band, we're going to do a band deadlift. So deadlift is back, stand up. Or a kettlebell swing, which is what I'm going to do. Or if you don't have anything at all, what you're going to do is a one-leg glute march, which will be on your back, hips up, and march. So that's just a brief overview of what we're going to do. I'm going to hit play on the timer. Before we get started, though, we get a quick break. Quick drink, I should say. Quick drink of water. And we're about to get moving here. Burpees first. And here we go. Again, go at your pace. If you want to add something to this, into a push-up. All right. So we got 30 seconds of rest. Again, the second exercise is going to be speed squat or drop squat. Just up to you what you want to do. About to start any second here. All right, speed squats. Again, if you want to jump squat, you can also do quarter turns if you want to get fancy. And you can interchange the modifications if you need to. All right. Next is plank, super plank. So that's going to be next. Again, if you want to hold just a regular plank, you'll hold just a regular plank. All right. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Switch directions every so often. Make sure we get both directions in. Again, with this one, don't let your hips sag down. If anything, you want to be sure that we're straight. All right. Speed skater. Moving on to the last 3 exercises of the first round. Speed skater. Again, if you need, this is going to be jumping side to side. Should be starting here in a second. All right. And here we go, side to side. Get as far as you can, go as fast as you can. Elbows in close. By the way, I'm rocking Results Fitness. Those are my mentors out in LA. If they see this video, huge shout out to them for helping me out. Oh yeah, keep it up, keep it up. And good. Next, it is band jacks time. Band jacks. All right. Again, if you need to modify, feet in and out with no band. If you don't have a band, I'm going to use the band because it's considerably more challenging. That's why. Ooh. Shoulders are definitely burning on this. All right. You can also go through the motion without the band. It's still going to be effective. Oops. Still going to be effective. Then, of course, deadlift or kettlebell swing. I'm going to do kettlebell swing first. So if you have a kettlebell, don't worry about it. If you all you have is just the band, it's back, stand up, and of course, glute bridge. I'll show that again. Glute bridge march, if that's all you have. All right, pop the hips through with this, kettlebell swing. We got 30 seconds. Again, don't do this. And I'm kind of breaking my own rule here because I'm inside. This is all I'm inside of an apartment. If you don't have like a garage to do this in, I wouldn't recommend it. All right. And that's going to be the raft. That's going to be the first round. Now we're going to have about a minute and a half of rest. Get some water. Yeah, what I was saying is if you have a kettlebell, that's going to start the minute left. If you have a kettlebell, like I know I'm swinging it in my apartment here, that's actually pretty risky. If you accidentally let go, that could do a lot of damage to a wall. So I advise doing that in your garage with the door open, so in case you let go, it goes outside or something like that. Don't do it somewhere where you could cause a lot of damage. All right, we have about 30 seconds left. Our first exercise is in fact going to be those burpees again. If you want to get moving with it. If you want extra time to work, if you want the extra rest, you'll start with me. Again, I'm putting extra rest in here just for anybody who feels like they would need it. I would rather tell people who need more time to work out to go ahead and start than I start and I got people behind me. I would rather not do that. And here we go. And with a push up. that push-up makes it a bit more challenging. And back to regulars. All right. Now is going to be the speed squat or drop squat. If you want to get started, once you're ready, you can go. But if you want to take advantage of the full 30 seconds of break, go ahead and do that. Now, there's a lot of workouts out there that call for, we're about to get moving. And speed squat. If you want to jump with it, you can. There's a lot of workouts that call for different protocols. My purpose here is to get us rested and ready to go. All out effort for that set what we're about to do. We want to be able to get 110% effort. All right, speed skater is next. Catch that breath. Breathe in deep in the stomach. Hopefully everybody's enjoying the day so far. I don't even have a backlight on right now, or a light behind me. So nice out. And speed skater side to side. The quicker you go, the harder it's going to be. And of course, if you need to shuffle for any reason, go for it. The faster you go, the faster your heart rate races. All right, planks. We got plank, what did I call it? Super plank. Super plank. Again, modify this one as needed, or if you just want to hold the plank, you can do that as well. Nothing wrong with that. And here we go. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. Do a couple and reverse directions. Switching direction. And switching back direction. All right. All right. Next is going to be the band jacks. Actually, yeah, band jacks. I did those a little out of order, actually. Band jacks. So modifications this. We're just going feet in and out. Feet in and out for that modification. If you want to do the full version, up and down. If you don't feel comfortable with the band, don't use it. My band's actually starting to slip a little bit, so I need to readjust. Here we go. Get there. There we go. And good job. All right. Now is where we have the option to do the deadlifts. Oops. Grabbing the mini band too. Deadlift. And want to do this just to make sure I have a good demo for you guys who are following along. I'm going to do this instead of the swings. Good posture, hips through. Hips back, hips through. So you're going to go rather quickly or Yeah, the other end of that, if you want to slow it down, slowing it down should keep you working pretty hard, especially if you want to grab from the outside of the band. All right, good deal. And that was the work. Now we have about 40 seconds of rest. Somehow the rest got misconstrued here, so we only have 30 seconds of rest. I mean, a minute of rest. Which I think is probably plenty for this. We're going to start back at the burpees. Going to be starting here in a second here. Third round. Here we go. Of course, technically burpees with the jump at the end. Don't jump if you shouldn't. About 5 more seconds. Get what you can in. All right. Speed squat or drop squat. Whew. Catch your breath. Breathe into the stomach. And here we go. Drop squat, or if all you want to do is speed squat, we'll get as many as we can. Full stand up. All right, good deal. All right, now we're going to be doing the plank. We're doing the super plank. This time we do the shoulder taps. Just to show again how to do that. So I'll do that for this round. If you want to go back to the original one of the super plank, go ahead and go for it. All right. Go feet a little wider, tap, tap. If you need to go from the knees, go ahead and do so. Shoulder tap, hands directly in front of you. If you really want to make a challenge, you can also turn on here. So either way, tap, tap, turn, tap, tap, turn, either way. All right, now we're going to be going speed skater. Speed skater now. Again, if you feel like you need a little less rest and you're fully go, you're okay to go. You have the green light. If you need all 30 seconds, sit tight. Catch your breath. Yeah, it's so nice out. It's so nice out outside right now. Yeah, here we go. I'm just looking at all the sunlight that's coming in, and that's what's reflecting off of me. Here we go, quick as you can, quick as you can. Again, if you need to modify, go slower, go as far, or shuffle, either way. All right. Now we have band jacks full rest if you need it. If you don't, that's okay. Go ahead and go. And here we go. Hands above the head. If you have any shoulder issues, just do the in and outs. That just depends on what you know about yourself. If you tend to have a shoulder that hurts after exercise, doing the up part probably not a good idea. If you need a second in between the set, good. If you need to stop in the set for a second, catch your breath real quick, that's fine. And then we have kettlebell swings. Again, kettlebell swing is for only of us that have a kettlebell and have a proper place to do it. Don't do it like I'm doing it here inside of an apartment. Unless you're really okay with an accent. 2, here we go. Hips back, pop them through. You're gonna make sure your posture's good here. Again, hips back, pop the hips through. Should not feel this in the back, should just feel this mostly in the glutes and the hamstrings. And I think this time we're getting a minute and a half of rest, and then we're going to be onward to the 4th and final round. Get some water. That's just the second part of the rest. We're going to the 60-second part. Again, if you feel like you can go, the first exercise is burpees or squat thrusts, whatever you want to put a name to it with. For those of us who need that full rest, let that heart rate come back down a little bit. Be ready to move for that next round. We're about 15 seconds left. If you want to go, go ahead and go. For those of us who don't need all the rest. About 5 seconds left. We're gonna get onward with that last round here. And here we go. Again, if you can go faster, go faster. All right. Speed squat is next, or drop squat. Excuse me. Heart rate should be pretty high after that. And here we go. Standing up all the way. Get it what you can left. And all right. Next is going to be the plank, super plank. It's going to be on the floor here. Again, do your variation, whatever variation is the most appropriate for you. Don't feel like you have to do this version. You can regress all the way back to just holding the plank for the 30 seconds. That's completely fine. All right. And here we go. Elbow, elbow, hand, hand. You're gonna try to not turn the hips at all. And make sure we switch directions. And switch directions again. And switch again. And time. All right. Speed skater, if you need a quick drink, get it. I'm right next to mine. Speed skater or shuffle, whatever works better for you. And ready, set, go. You can get as fast as you can, as far as you can. Let's try to find my rhythm here. Here we go. Again, while you're doing this, your body's staying in a good posture. You're not crunching your shoulders forward. Go as fast as you can. Go as far as you can. That was in close. And time. All right, band jacks. Again, this time I want to do the modification, but if you want to do the full version, go ahead and do the full version. I want to do for, technically for video purposes, feet in and out. Go as fast as you can. And you can do this without the band if you don't have a band. As fast as you can. Keep it going. And then of course, I'm gonna go ahead and for the last couple of seconds here, full version. Ooh, and that's exactly what I say, be careful. That band got caught on my feet. All right. Last thing we're gonna do, deadlift. Or if you have that kettlebell, go for that kettlebell swing. Or if you have to do the glute marches, do the glute marches. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and once this starts, is deadlift time. Here we go. And hips back and forth. You should feel this in your glutes and your hamstrings. You should not feel this in your low back. Of course, the farther you grab down, the more challenging this exercise would be. If you want to slow it down a little bit, that'll really make you cook. That'll really cook your glutes and hammies. Or if you want to go a little faster for that heart rate, either way. All right. And I put those in basically to work the posterior chain. A lot of times these workouts can leave those out. I want to make sure we're staying in balance with what we're working here, which is also why we're actually in our cool down now. And with that, the first thing I want to do is pull apart. So we're going to do a little light work with a band if you have it. If you don't have it, just going to go ahead and do a bent over T. Those are going to be A-okay to do. So we're just going to go ahead nice and light. 1, 2, we're going to go 12 of them. Just nice light work. We're going to get a little light pulling in. Should not be too difficult here. And 12. Good work. We're going to go a second set, and then we're going to finish the cool down. All right. We're going to go round 2. This time we're going to go diagonals. So We're gonna do 6 of each way. So switch diagonal, so alternate your diagonals. Keep those hands or arms straight. With this one, again, you're not gonna lean back, you're gonna stay tall. If anything, you should feel like you're leaning a little bit into it. That's just, I usually like to cue that because it prevents you from leaning back. Leaning back is not what we want to see happen as a habit. Are you going to hurt yourself on something like this? Probably not. But when it comes to holding a bigger weight, if you're doing overhead presses or something like that, we don't want to be in that habit of rocking back. All right. We are going to hit the cool down now. We're going to stay tall. We're just going to lean in. That back foot's going to be on the ground. So we're going to get a calf stretch and a hip flexor stretch on the side that's back. Just going to hold. You can just hold the regular position, or you can hold up top, hands up. Either way is fine. And switching sides. Again, hips are forward. You're gonna feel stretch in the hip flexor and the calf. If you're really flexible in either one of those, you might not feel it as much. Arms above the head, straight. Breathe in, breathe out. And relax. All right, now we're gonna do shoulder stretch. One arm on the window or windowsill, the doorway. Elbow's gonna be about shoulder height. You're gonna step in, big, tall body, drive in this way. From here, you're gonna feel pretty big chest and shoulder stretch. We're just gonna breathe. Breathe in, breathe out. You should feel your stomach rise and fall. One more breath. And switching sides. Now again, with these, you should feel like you can still get a nice deep breath in. If you're getting a shallow breath, you need to back off the stretch just a little bit. And lean into it. Big chest, stay tall. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. 2 more. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in, and breathe out. Last thing we're gonna do is just regular breaths on your back. So you're gonna get in a hook line position here, feet up close to your butt. We're just gonna breathe into the stomach and out through the mouth. Into the stomach and out. In and out. In and out. In and out. One more. In and out. hopefully you are good and energized for the day. And that was a pretty good workout for you if you followed along. I'm actually going to back up a little bit so the sun's not completely on my face. Thanks for tuning in. This has been a broadcast of 8:30 a.m. on a Saturday morning. If you have any questions about the workout or why I do what I do, drop a comment or a question in the comment box. If you have a comment about the workout, I'd love to hear it. If you have a question about anything in fitness, I'd love to hear that as well. And of course, in the upcoming couple of days, I am looking to launch a program specifically looking to help ladies who have been cooped up and quarantined in their house and not sure what to do with workouts. I'm looking to offer a program for 60 days. This is a founders member program, so I'm looking to offer it at a pretty good price break or a discount, if you will. If you're interested at all in that, please drop a message either directly to me that says and tell me you'd like more info on that, or you can drop it in the comment box below. Thank you for tuning in. I'm Coach Adam. This has been a broadcast of Brown Fitness and Performance in my own house, offering you an in-home workout, Facebook Live. And we will see you guys bright early Monday morning, 7:30. If you want to tune in to something I usually like to give a off day on a Sunday. If you want to do something on a Sunday, obviously like a hike, get out and enjoy the sun, either in the park, or if you want to do a yoga class or something like that, that would be pretty good to rejuvenate yourself and be ready to go by Monday. We will see you guys Monday.